All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more information about the incident with Mr. JLR, Jonathan Lee Richardson, or Richards, or Rich, or whatever his name is. And we're seeing some more paperwork come out that's a little bit more in depth. We're going to take a look at a guy that has already done a video on it. And I do believe we also have these papers to show, but we're going to check out this guy's video real quick. It is video and chat and the description. Now, once again, folks, we have no idea if this stuff is real. I mean, we've dealt with fraudulent paperwork, we've seen it before, but this looks pretty legit, if you ask me. But let's watch this video real quick. This guy's going to explain what's going on.
Right now, y'all. I just can't believe that he did this to this lady. Hold on. Let's get back to it. Last night, she had confronted Jonathan about things she observed on his work phone, stated it was such thing as communication with other women, and she described it to be porn. Wow. Oh, man. He got caught up, and then this is what happened. Even if you get caught up.
All right. So, from what this guy is saying, that his girlfriend caught him watching porn with other women, right? Debbie, you want me to start over again where he starts reading this? Stubby Fox is saying, start over. All right, we'll start over.
I just can't believe that he did this to this lady. Hold on. Let's get back to it. Last night, she had confronted Jonathan about things she observed on his work phone, stated it was such thing as communication with other women, and she described it to be porn. Wow. Oh, man. He got caught up, and then this is what happened. Even if you get caught up, fellas, it gives you no right to put hands on your woman.
Well, I agree with this dude, right? So he got caught watching porn with other women. Was it, you know, even if that came out, right? Yeah, go ahead. Tell everyone that I was watching porn with a bunch of women. To a man, it's no big deal. To women, it probably is or whatever. But there was no need for it to go any further than that. Whether she left him, whether they split up, they didn't need to put hands, or he didn't need to put hands on her and do what he did. So let's continue to listen to this.
You better let them throw a dresser at you. Let's get back to it. Blank said that she stated to address this with Jonathan. He became enraged and struck her with a closed fist multiple times on the side of the head, her nose, and her ribs. What? So it was more than the nose. He punched every part of her body, basically. Stated that she grabbed her phone and began to dial 911 for help. But Jonathan saw her doing this, took her phone from her, and said, I will fucking kill you. All right, people. This dude shouldn't be online anymore. I asked if she believed this threat to be true. She stated she believed he would kill her. Bro, he's going to end up covering his own self. He's going to be on the run with that channel one day. This
He's going to be on the run, he said. I would imagine he is, because the police said that they were looking for him to arrest him. But he skipped town. So I don't know if he's been arrested yet. Maybe he has been, but when police showed up there was just the victim, and they can tell right away that she looked pretty bad.
is insane, y'all. I asked Blank what phone she currently had. She stated it was Jonathan's work phone and she left behind. Stated that he did not know where he went, but believed he had taken the white Jeep Compass they rented. I observed a white Jeep Compass to be parked outside. Prior to making contact with him, I asked him if she would be willing to Jury's photograph for documentation. She agreed, but the most part of the medics on scene, myself to be male, and one of the areas of the injury regarding to her left shirt. I asked female medic if she'd be willing to take photos. I was also advised at Blank that in August of this year, she was on a work trip with Jonathan in Charlotte. This is when she first found out about his infidelity and porn issues. She stated she confronted him and he attacked her in the hotel they were staying at. Stated similar to this, he assaulted her violently and then took the rental car back and drove to Florida.
Haven't they been dating for like years? How did she just find this out that he was impotent, or what does that even mean, Debbie? How does she just find this out? I don't know. That's pretty crazy. How can you be with Miss Magnolia and not be turned on? Is my question. Meow. But it's like, it's like Debbie Fox. Meow, Debbie. I mean, how can you not? I don't know. Maybe there's a problem there. Maybe something. I don't know. You know, Debbie Fox says it means your dangle don't work. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? But I can tell you this, man, that's crazy.
Where they live, and I believe they live near Tampa, y'all. Blank stated there is a long history of Jonathan assaulting her in their almost 3 years of dating. Oh my gosh, why she stay? But you know what? I hear a lot of women say they don't know why they stay, but they stay, right? They just don't know what to do. I don't know, some kind of, in being trapped, it's like being stuck in a hole and can't move, being paralyzed type shit. That's what I heard. She stated that she knows she should have left many times before this, but hasn't. Stated Jonathan needs to be held accountable for what he did. Okay, so what happened to the arrest here? Now, I don't think he's been arrested yet for this. I don't know if he got arrested for it or not, but down here says the charges. So assault in the second degree DV booked no. Harassment threats to kill DV booked no. Interfering with and reporting or domestic violence booked no. Wow. And you got Wes Watson doing the same thing. This guy won't get a lot of time for this, but it shows his character. It shows who he really is. Now that we've seen who JLR is when it comes to being with women and how he treats women and how he is a POS and all this.
Well, I got wind that he dated some of these women that are all we subbed all their channels, right? Molly Golightly or whatever her name or Bullhorn Betty or whatever, and even she said he was violent towards women. You know, so I don't know. It seems pretty crazy to me. Let me see what Debbie Fox is saying. Your dangling don't work, Johnny. Obsessed with a dude. Go figure. Oh, it's Paige Turner coming in to try and stir up trouble. It's all right, Paige. I'm not going to steal your man, JLR, from you. You'll be all right. You and him can live forever in happiness and madness. All right, hold on a minute. I got to go ahead and hook up the one at a time. We're getting through all these people, folks. They lied on us. They lied on us. They lied about us. We're all sinners, but some people don't learn. I seen some of the photos of him, you know, when he got out of prison, and I was like, yeah, there's a good chance maybe he was hooked up with a club or a gang or something in prison, and in prison actually made him worse than what he was. Yeah, I mean that's what some people are saying. I mean, it's possible he wasn't like this until he went to prison. Maybe when he came out of prison, he learned a whole new racket of violence and intimidation. maybe of stealing, maybe of. How could someone do that to little Miss Magnolia? She's only a 4-foot woman or something. She's just a tiny little thing. I mean, for 3 years she went through that crap. That's unreal. Wow. And she's beautiful. It's like Debbie Fox, beautiful lady, but one bad relationship and they're wrecked. We have to rebuild these women that have been abused like that. My heart goes out to them. I mean, something like that, you got a woman at home, beautiful, tiny little woman, and you're not happy with just having sex with her or just watching porn with her. You got to watch it with other women. That goes back to gluttoncy, right? He wasn't happy with what he had. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Debbie, can I get your opinion? No, you's all crazy out there. No, you's all crazy. You's crazy. Yeah, I'm just a little dude. Well, I'm just saying she's a tiny woman. But that all goes back to what I was saying is we don't know. I feel sorry for her. What do I think happened? I don't know if it's going down the way that the reports are coming in that we're reading. He he thought he probably killed her. I mean, he beat her pretty good, right? She lost consciousness. So maybe he grabbed all her clothes, her bags, her phone, and split, thinking, good God, I killed her, and took off. Maybe he was thinking if they find her, they won't figure out who she is for a while if she don't have a phone or any clothes or anything there. That's crazy, man, but it's possible. All right, what else do we got here? Let's watch a little more. We lost Miss Fox.
Stuff, right? Well, this dude trolled his way into doing true crime. Now, let me explain. His
We're
original
seeing,
channel is called JLR. You can see it on the internet, has like 17,000 subs. And he trolled all the way up to the Summer Wells case.
now, I also want to explain that we're seeing other people do this now, right? Look, that's JLR right there. I know a lot of people are saying, no, it's not. It's a robot. I seen that guy in the movie. It very well could be a robot. I'm really not sure yet. But we're seeing other people troll their way in or buy their way in to the crime community. Them themselves murderers and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Or whack jobs.
Where he got his notoriety and started covering that case. And he was trolling on the scene of that too, doing weird stuff, filming people without their permission and all this stuff. Well, look at these videos. All right. This is one video of him supporting Donald Trump, going to rallies. And then this is another video of him supporting Hillary Clinton.
Don't make America great again. Donald J. Trump for president. Jonathan Lee Riches, Jersey Shore, Wildwood, New Jersey. I support Donald Trump 100%. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Here at the Hillary
he just say? No, he didn't. Did he? Did he just say salama salek saluma salama? He just said it. What is he now with the Muslims? Oh my God. You're screaming out terrorists now. Oh my God. That was
Clinton
freaking.
campaign headquarters in Westchester, Pennsylvania. This is Muslims for Clinton.
Oh
I
my
support Hillary
God.
Clinton 100%. I'm trying to motivate
Holy
and
cow.
inspire other Muslims around the state of Pennsylvania and nationwide to vote for Hillary Clinton. She will represent Muslim values and help make America great again, not like what the other candidate says. Here at Clinton headquarters, Westchester, Pennsylvania. Muslims for Clinton.
He's gone half crazy. This boy has jumped completely off the cracker, and he was the cheese. Are you kidding me? Now, this makes sense. Makes perfect sense. You tried to make a grab for the money, Mr. JLR. That's the big cheese, Mr. Trump said. The big cheese of all cheese, the matzo ball himself. This just gets more crazier.
In conclusion, JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches, is a POS. He's been exposed for putting hands on his old lady, and he got his notoriety for just being a troll. And I don't understand, he's made over $1 million covering Nancy Gumphrey. But thank y'all for listening. Make sure you subscribe to Plug. It is Plug's fault.
Yeah, we gonna give it to you now, hot and heavy.
Wood chipper. You know that I be white, but I'm a hood. Now bury them, bitch, I'm a grave digger. I'm smoking on that mold with my wood. Somebody go get the wood chipper. You know that I be white, but I'm a hood. I swear I'm gonna bury him, I'm a grave digger. Smoking on a mold with my wood.
Yeah. They call him JLR. He's the man. He's the one with the schlong. Yeah, beating all the women, hitting them in the side of the head.
Easy gonna make a spread. That's what we all have for dinner. Boy, I'm about to bust your head. I don't. Why you on the shit? Man's missing, grave digger, transition, Caitlyn Jenner. You be acting like Tiger. You ain't got stripes like Tigger. Shoot 'em up on your kayak.
This is unbelievable. It is insane. Welcome to the world of madness, Miss Fox. So glad you can make it. But this is an everyday thing for us. It's nothing new, the madness that we see on YouTube. So, I would be imagining if there wasn't an arrest, there probably will be one soon. And little did we know the madness among us until this was all revealed. Now, here's the thing. Was he paying people to keep this quiet? No, we just heard he made over $1 million from the Nancy Guthrie case. My question is, how much did he pocket and how much was put out as hush money to keep the case down low? I'm not sure. It's pretty crazy, but it's great content. It's going to make a great movie. Do we know if this is true? It looks like it. Miss Fox can't believe any of this. And this, she says this is just too insane. It is. He's on his way to the top. Won't be long and he'll be making movies and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. What do you think, Deb? Well, we We even lost Miss Fox. All right, folks. We will be back with more content as it comes in, more information. And I do believe I was sent these documents that we were just seeing that guy talk about on his channel. I think I got other documents too that were sent to me. I don't know if we're going to read them here. We don't really have to. All we got to do is wait for YouTubers to find out, and it'll be all over YouTube, everything, all the documents. This ATS News is saying, look at what's happening with what? What are you talking about, Miss ATS News? Outside with the picture? With what? JLR was caught looking at porn with other women, and his girlfriend confronted him about it. His beautiful girlfriend. And he got irate and mad. I guess he's impotent from what they said, or she said. Yeah, let's watch that real quick again, Miss.
Right now, y'all. I just can't believe that he did this to this lady. Hold on. Let's get back to it. Last night, she had confronted Jonathan about things she observed on his work phone, stated it was such thing as communication with other women, and she described it to be porn. Wow. Oh, man. He got caught up, and then this is what happened. Even if you get caught up, fellas, it gives you no right to put hands on your woman. You better.
There you go, Miss ATS News. I guess he was talking with other women and watching porn or what with the women that he was talking to on his phone, which there's no crime in that except for, well, depending on what kind of relationship you have with a woman. But if you're dating a woman, you're not, you don't watch porn with other women. If you're dating a woman already, that's just a no-go. You just don't do that. But then again, times have changed. It's 2026. But I would suggest I wouldn't do that if I had a girlfriend. I wouldn't be watching porn with another woman or other women and stuff, as I have a girlfriend and stuff. I wouldn't be doing that. But, you guys, I can't control you. You do whatever, right? Let me see what you had to say. I probably wouldn't. My recommendation is I wouldn't do that. And here's the big thing. It was no biggie. Even if she confronted him with it, all he had to do was say, it's over with, and walk out. Didn't have to touch her at all. This just happened a couple months ago. Millie is saying, what year is this? Or is it? It just happened a couple months ago. You're in 2026, Millie Nickinson and Hopkins Bottoms. Yeah, so there you go, folks. Now, whether this is true, we have no idea, but it goes on to say that she caught him with other women on his phone watching porn. with other women, and that's probably a no-no. And she probably just confronted him with it, and he overreacted and beat her half to death. Took all of her stuff, her bags, her clothes, her phone, and everything, hoping not to leave a trail who it was. I don't know what more to say. There's what probably happened.
Let them throw a dresser at you. Let's get back to it. Blank said that she stated to address this with Jonathan. He became enraged and struck her with a closed fist multiple times on the side of the head, her nose, and her ribs. What? So it was more than the nose. He punched every part of her body, basically. Stated that she...
Yeah, from what I heard from other people, as soon as the police seen her, they figured out something bad happened to her. She was in bad shape. She did say that she lost consciousness. So he must have hit her so hard. He hit her a couple times in the face with his fist. Busted her nose, collapsed it, and busted her eyes up and all kinds of stuff. So she went unconscious from what she said in the report. And he might have thought he killed her. Grabbed all the stuff and split. Right? Because it'd take him a while to figure out who she was, if she was dead. And there was nothing there to show it was her. Not unless they checked into the hotel together or whatever, a room or house or whatever it was, wherever they were. Well, who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Why would he take her purse and everything? Her phone, her clothes, her bags that she had. Why would he take all that stuff with her or with him? Is my question. That's pretty crazy.
Grabbed her phone and began to dial 911 for help. But Jonathan saw her doing this, took her phone from her, and said, "I will fucking kill you." All right, people. This dude shouldn't be online anymore. I asked if she believed this threat to be true. She stated she believed he would kill her. Bro, he's going to end up...
Well, I probably would believe it if he busted your face open and then broke your ribs and beat you up and you lost consciousness. I would probably say he probably would have killed you, if not already thought that he killed you. I mean, I'm not no rocket scientist, but put two and two together is he might have already thought he killed you. That's why he took all your stuff. And if the police did show up, they wouldn't know who you really were until they figured out what even happened. Or any evidence that you tried to call anybody. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that's possible. On this channel, Mr. Richards is an innocent man, and this all could be made up or fake. We don't know, but all we can say is it's pretty crazy. Debbie, what do you think? Miss ATS News, what do you think? Miss ATS News, you're going to have a lot to cover. You're going to have a lot to cover Friday night. Or when do you go live? Friday? Friday night? You're going to have a lot to cover. Oh, wait, tomorrow. Yeah, you're going to have a lot to cover on this one. This is going to be wild. And what's crazy is, I think Bullhorn Betty said she dated JLR a while back and he was violent with her. And I don't know if he dated I'm not sure. Maybe these women abused JLR and they used Mr. JLR for a toy. I don't know, maybe. So it would be good in a movie. Let me see what ATS News is. It's unfortunate I have to discuss this, but covering Nancy Guthrie, I kind of have to. Oh, you're going to have to. This is the talk of the town now. And everybody is playing stupid. I'm like, you know what? Something ain't right. They're leading JLR. Someone is leading him on a wild goose chase. For some reason, certain things were happening, right? They're looking for a Range Rover, silver and grayish color. JLR's out there driving a silver grayish Range Rover. You know, everyone's sending them around in circles. Then people showing up and being so friendly to them. Nobody was putting the dots together. Some of the best of the best of the best were actually right around them. Hey, this might go deeper than what everybody knows. I don't want to go ahead and start anything, so I'm not going to say anything. Ah, well, we only live once.
Covering his own self. He's going to be on the run with that channel one day. This is insane, y'all. I asked Blank what phone she currently had. She stated it was Jonathan's work phone and she left behind. Stated that he did not know where he went, but believed he had taken the white Jeep Compass they rented. I observed a white Jeep Compass to be parked outside. Prior to making contact with him, I asked him if she would be willing to Jury's photograph for documentation. She agreed, but the most part of the medics on scene, myself to be male, and one of the areas of the injury regarding to her left shirt. I asked female medic if she'd be willing to take photos. I was also advised at Blank that in August of this year, she was on a work trip with Jonathan in Charlotte. This is when she first found out about his infidelity and porn issues. She stated she confronted him and he attacked her in a hotel they were staying at. Stated similar to this, he assaulted her violently and then took the rental car back and drove to Florida where they live. And I believe they live near Tampa, y'all. Blank stated there is a long history of Jonathan assaulting her in their almost 3 years of.
Wow. So what he does is he beats her, leaves her there, takes the vehicle they rented, all of her stuff, the phone, everything, scoot boogies back to Florida, dumps the car, jumps on a plane or gets a vehicle or whatever and heads straight out to Arizona. Meanwhile, everybody's in his chat asking, where is Miss Magnolia? Everyone getting mad, blocking all of us, blocking everybody that spoke anything about Miss Magnolia. Very interesting. The dots are all connecting. Roll cameras. Action.
Dating. Oh my gosh, why she stay? But you know what? I hear a lot of women say they don't know why they stay, but they stay, right? They just don't know what to do. I don't know, some kind of, in being trapped, it's like being stuck in a hole and can't move, being paralyzed type shit. That's what I heard. She stated that she knows she should have left many times before this, but hasn't. Stated Jonathan needs to be held accountable for what he did. Okay, so what happened to the arrest here? Now, I don't think he's been arrested yet for this. I don't know if he got arrested for it or not, but down here says the charges. So, assault in the second degree DV, booked no. Harassment threats to kill, DV, booked no. Interfering with and reporting or domestic violence, booked no. Wow. And you got Wes Watson doing the same thing. This guy won't get a lot of time for this, but it shows his character. It shows who he really is. Now that we've seen who JLR is when it comes to being with women and how he treats women and how he is a POS and all this stuff, right? Well, this dude trolled his way into doing true crime. Now, let me explain. His original channel is called JLR. You can see it on the internet as like 17,000 subs. And he trolled all the way up to the Summer Wells case where he got his notoriety and started covering that case. And he was trolling on the scene of that too, doing weird stuff, you know, filming people without their permission and all this stuff. Well, look at these videos. All right. This is one video of him supporting Donald Trump, going to rallies. And then this is another video of him supporting Hillary Clinton.
Don't make America great again.
Yeah, this is just a little bit crazy. This is too much. This is too effing much, man. It's just too much. Wow. How's the impotent part come in? I have no idea. I guess she found out he couldn't have sex or something. I don't know. She was dating him for 3 years. How does this come in? Or he couldn't have sex without watching porn or being with other women. From what she's saying, he was talking with other women and watching porn or whatever. Maybe he was jerking off as, well, excuse my language, YouTube, or yanking the old baloney, and he got caught. But either way, even, you know, and people are making such a big deal. Oh, porn. Well, you know what? There's nothing you really could do about it. He's an adult. What I frown down on is you're not being devoted to something. You're not committed to something between a man and a woman, and one woman, one man. And I can see how she probably felt betrayed, especially when you're talking with other women and watching porn and you're in love. And just was it a couple months ago, 4 months ago? Not even. A lot of men started paying attention to Miss Magnolia, and JLR went off on a rant that he loved Miss Magnolia and everything, but we don't know, you know. We don't know. He's innocent on this channel till proven guilty, but the guilt is piling up way too much. And this is not the only woman, probably. I mean, if I think White Boy said something about Bullhorn Betty said he was violent towards her, so maybe he might be into the dark arts or something. I don't know. Debbie Fox says she loves porn. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're a grown adult single woman and once in a while you do that, but if you're you know, with a man, you probably shouldn't be doing that, watching it with other men, right? That I wouldn't go for that either. You know, I'm a dude, I'm straight, but, you know, if I caught my woman watching porn on her phone with other men, I'd be like, yeah, it's not working out. You know, it's just not working out. Right? I know, Debbie. It's just, I do see how it can ruin relationships, though. Well, if a man is attracted to a woman and a woman is attracted to a man, you don't need porn. And if you do the studies, most men only watch porn when they're single. Once they find a woman, they usually don't watch the porn unless a woman is into that. But you know, a typical man, if you do the studies, if they have a wife or a girlfriend and stuff like that, if they're not watching porn unless they're watching it with their woman, or actually they turn away from it because now they have a woman, right? So they don't need to watch that. They have someone they love, and are turned on by. I don't know. I gotta explain everything to these women in chat. I'm like that doctor, whatever that short lady, old lady was, that explained sex to women, but I'm Dr. Johnny explaining it, how this thing works. This whole relationship thing. Yes, I probably would have got mad if I caught my girlfriend on the phone watching porn and talking with other men about porn or watching it or whatever. Yeah, I probably would have looked down on it. But, let me see what else is going on. Yeah, well, that's you, Millie Vanessa. And, they're throwing cough syrup at me right now, spells and throat chakras and everything at me right now. We're just talking about this. That $1 million probably paid for a lot of witches and warlocks to keep me quiet. Didn't it, Mr. JLR? Dan, Dan, Dan. Millie, Millicent, Hagenbotham, shut up. No, let's get back to what we were talking about. JLR, how can you have a beautiful woman like Mrs. Magnolia for yourself and turn around and not be able to get somewhat kind of stimulated or even want to snuggle up to that incredible, beautiful woman? I don't know. I asked the same thing to Debbie Fox's boyfriend. How could you not want to snuggle up to that little adorable Tasmanian devil woman? You know, and it goes on and on and on the list. You know, it goes on and on. Right? How could you do something like that? I probably would be upset myself. Right? If I was in that situation. No need to put hands on her. It's just over with. Right? What do you do? Well, this is what you should have done. You're right, baby. I was wrong. I'm a sicko, right? Help me. Help me, right? But after 3 years and being held hostage, she's probably I'm being held hostage myself in my own world. And she probably was being held hostage. A silent hostage. Much like that one chick that got kidnapped. Right? She was held hostage, a silent hostage. No one knew she was a hostage. Yeah, maybe. It's possible. I can't say that here on this channel. Right? Because we don't have the proof. He's innocent till proven guilty. But now I know how they feel when, you know, we get so close. Everybody loves JLR's channel. Now we have to draw a line. Do we support this madness? And how many people has this happened to? We're not sure. We're already getting reports that other women are starting to say that he was violent way before his girlfriend that he did this to. We're not sure. We hope not. We'll pray for him. In Jesus' name. We'll pray for all these people sending these curses to us and sicknesses and their disease. I've never slept with so many women. How many women has he slept? Are the rumors true that he was a Richard Gere? A regular male prostitute for hire? I don't know, maybe. He wasn't always like this until he went to prison. And he must have shoved his thumb too far up somebody's butt and pissed someone up. I don't know, but that ain't I don't get paid enough to figure out all this stuff. Matter of fact, I don't get paid at all. So I'm just a viewer and a sub and a YouTube couch potato investigator. Is there anything you ladies want to say? I didn't think so. What's going on outside? I have no idea. Probably SWAT and everything. Choppers flying around. All kinds of stuff. I don't know. Sleep with one eye open, Mr. JLR. The reports say that you haven't been booked. Sleep with one eye open. I guess you'll have to bebop your way all the way back to the Sunshine State. It's like a Warriors movie. You're going to have to bebop your way all the way back to the East Coast. All right. Do you ladies have anything to say for yourselves? Any of yous? No? Good. Turn yourselves in for the love of God. Is there anything else you need to say? I didn't think so. Cats got their tongue. Meow. Ram. All right, then. We are going to end this video. We will be back with more content. Boy, you got a lot of content to cover for tomorrow night, Miss ATS News. Debbie Fox, fix your mic for the love of God. I did fix my mic. I was just letting it go because I'm letting it sway back and forth. So I get that effect of swaying back and forth of some kind of like in a device of sound wave. But you don't know nothing about production. Improvisation. Now, is there anything else you folks want to know before I end this video? We will be back with more. We don't know yet. By the time we're done with this movie script, JLR will be King Kong and will be on top of the Sears Tower, holding a small, tiny redhead woman, fighting off planes and bullets from the... Debbie Fox says, sounds like you are swinging on that mic. Woman, are you here just to try and make fun of me swinging on the mic? Are you? I think so. I think you're not on the right side. I'm not sure if you're on my side, Miss Fox. Miss Debbie Fox Mulder, Articat Fox, Monkey Fox, Monkey see, Monkey do. No, I want all you ladies to have a great night. God bless you. Don't upset men. They'll beat on you. Let this be a lesson to you. Don't do whatever these women are doing because it's not good, I guess. Debbie, no. Yes, Debbie. Yes. No, I want you to have a great night. God bless. We'll be back with more content. Exactly. Stop beating women. Just walk away from them, the crazy broads. You don't have to beat on them. You should have just left. Well, she attacked me, Johnny. Well, you should have just grabbed your shit, pushed her away, and left. But she would have told the world that I was watching porn with other women jerking off. No, yeah, your life's real rough. That all these women want you and they're jerking off with you. You just don't want the world to know about that. Lucky dude. Well, you know, on this channel we do it. And we improvise and we do what we do, much like Big Trouble in Little China. Jack Pliskin or whatever. You know what old Jack says when he's got God with his penis in his hand? Oh, well, does anybody got more lotion? Let's get this party. All right, I can't. This is pretty sad. Let me see what Debbie Fox says. It was. If Bullhorn Betty, there's another beautiful woman. There is another beautiful woman that dated him and said she was possibly abused. I didn't hear the whole thing. There's rumors of it, but there's another woman that, you know, who knows? Who knows? Poor little ladies. Nah, well, you ladies have a great night. God bless. The world goes round and round. Lord, I don't know. They're not happy with one woman. Well, and only if he wasn't watching what women, you know, porn, he probably would have got away with it. You know, his girlfriend probably would have said, oh, all right. But being that there was other women involved, this whole porn thing going on or whatever, movies and all kinds of stuff, that probably upset her. Nah, well, you folks have a good night. We'll be back with more content and more info on this. And yeah, I know I know Miss Fox said she would have told JLR she's on board. Well, you know, some women, they don't mind that. You know, depending on what kind of relationship they had, maybe she was okay with JLR watching porn with other women, yanking the baloney or whatever. Maybe. I mean, that's the relationships today. It's changed so much. It's not like before when you were in a relationship with a woman. That's it. You either thought about her or you looked at magazines by yourself when it was that time of the month and she didn't want to be bothered. But times have changed. Now women don't care. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I'm getting off this contraption. Yeah, I don't know. But you folks have a great night. I'll be back with more content. It's not even 10 o'clock. And I'm beat. I have so much magic they put on me. Witchery, sorcery, cursing me. You name it. They've tried to steal it or have. I don't know. I'll be back here in a little while until I calm down. You know, I don't know why people do stupid stuff. I was a sinner myself at one time, Lord. But now I see the madness. I don't want to undo it. Have a good night, folks. I'll be back.